Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sallystampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I am bringing you a sweet chocolate wrap. So as you can see inside, yes, yet again, it's my favourite little Ritter Sport mini chocolate bars. This one has a belly band, but I think I had a brain moment when I did this because I adhered the belly band together, obviously stuck the sentiment over and then think, well, how actually do you get in there? I have no clue. Maybe just pull the ribbon apart, I don't know, but yeah. So as I say, I had a moment. Maybe it'd be better to tie it in a little bow. In fact, I might just do that. So, oh yeah, pull the ribbon apart and inside is just a little chocolate, which does easily, she says, famous last words, does easily slide out, and it just sits in that little hole there. So yeah, and then let's do this bit now then, because it makes more sense. So I have my pretty ribbon here, and I am going to feed it through there and tie it at the top. I think that would be better. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Or have a nice little bow at the top, anywhere really. Tie a little bow. I'm all fingers and thumbs now because I'm trying to do this in a rush. Right, let's go with it that way. Okay. I will fiddle with that later so that it's photographic ready, but yes, how cute. This DSP is the beautifully penned DSP, and I have used the blending brushes. I don't do techniques a great deal on camera, and I don't know why, because, well, because it's foolish. But yeah, these are gorgeous. They're so soft, really good. And all you need to do is literally get some ink on your blending brush, not on your fingernail. Crikey, not having much fun today with this. And then I just sort of went off the edge. You can go with a faded colour if you wanted. You know, you can add more to it. You can kind of go however you wish, really. I'm just going to cover the whole thing in this gorgeous Mango Melody, because that is the colour I'm using this time. So yeah, and then just rinse it off under the tap. It's as simple as that. And they come out clean, as long as you don't leave it too long, and rinse it pretty quickly, it's pretty good. So yeah, so there is my own coloured designer series paper. So let's start. Oh, I do apologise, I've got a really tickly sneezy nose today. Okay, so cardstock, 8 3/4 by 2 1/4, 24.5 by 6 centimetres. We're going to score the long side at 1, 2, 3 1/4, 3 3/4, 6 6 1/2. In centimetres, that will be 2.5, 5, 8.5, 10, 16 and 17.5. Okay, I'm going to fold and burnish all of these score lines. Okay. You then need to grab your detailed trio punch for the corner rounder, and you want to be rounding the large square. So there we go, that's a bit better. So you've got a thinner end and a wider end, so it's the wider end that we want to just round nicely. Okay, then you're going to need your hydrangea dies, because we need this little badger here to cut our little slot, and that is going on the second one from the thin end, so it's just going just on there. Okay, so I'm going to grab, now I'm using my large cut and emboss because it's here, but your small one is ample. So line it up, make sure it's central or your sides are even. So you're going to have to sort of hold this down a little bit because otherwise it will just curl up and kick your die off. So we're going to hold that in place there, pop this one on top and then run it through. I'm actually going to come back because I don't want to run all of it through and get any of the imprinting off my sandwich. I'm just going to put my die back in my thing because I don't want to lose it. Get rid of this. And so now you can automatically see, you will have to gently refold these, but just be very careful because obviously this now is really quite thin. So then we need to add some DSP. So you will need 2 pieces that are 2 inches by 2 inches. I know that's not going to be. So I need another piece here. You can cut them beforehand and blend if you wish to, but I just did it the easy way. And then you need a 2 by 1 inch, so I've got one of those offcuts there. That will work fine. Oops, nearly knocked the tripod, that would not have been amusing. Okay, so with your corners rounded towards you, you need to add a 2 by 2, oh nearly, with corners rounded on 2 of the corners. Nearly forgot. So that will go on this part here. Then you want another 2 by 2 on this next largest square. It's up to you if you want to stick with, like with me, with the flow of the scallops. And then your last one is going on the square before your die cut. So that's going on to there. Okay, so 2 by 2, 5.5 by 5.5, 2 by 1, 5.5 by 3. Okay, then we just need to fold him up. So with your DSP prior to your die cut facing you, this piece gets stuck onto the back. Now the only thing I will say here is try and make sure that that's horizontal and that's horizontal. It is quite difficult to do, I'm not going to fib, so I'm going to add some adhesive onto there. And then I found the best way of doing this was to put this piece on your table and then you kind of eyeball. Now use the edge of this to guide down because obviously once you stick that it's going to stick. So use that to guide your way down. Put your fingers either side to try and keep this level as well. And then once you're happy, you can just push it into place. And then have a look, that's actually not bad. Pop your chocolate into the little slot there. And then I squoze this bit, or squeezed there, which flattens it slightly, and then you just fold him over. And then you can tie your ribbon round it. So let's try again. So ribbon on and around. I've actually cut it a little bit longer this time, so it might just help. And I've just realised as well that I threw, oh thankfully it's right on the top of my bin. Keep your die cut from your slot because that's what you use to decorate the front. I forgot about that. Right, let's do this pretty bow. Okay, that's better. That is better. Right, trim these. And I might just pull that down a fraction actually and have it sit there instead. There we go. So I have already die cut these, and these are also from the hydrangeas. They're just this strip here. So I used 3 of those pretty ones there. Let's just put this away before I lose the whole thing. And then, so I used these, and I'm just gonna stick them on with glue dots on the bottom there, and one at the top there. And then I did actually, because again I haven't used these for ages, my pearls. I haven't used pearls for so long. So I just went with the teeny tiny ones on the centre of the flowers. And then last but not least is the sentiment, which I still use from Hydrangea Haven. Where is it? There it is. I appreciate all the little things you do. So have that. Grab my Versamark. Onto there. And then some white embossing. Quite a few techniques on this one. Heat embossing, blending. Right, tap that off there. And then just need to get my heat tool. And this is where you burn your fingers because it's a tiny, tiny piece of card. You could always use a small peg, which I sometimes use, or as you can see, I aim the heat tool at the other end until I think that's really too hot, and then I just turn it round and heat the opposite end up. Doesn't take too long. And that is that. And then I just need a couple of mini dimensionals on the back. And that is it. Stick them on over the ribbon there. There we go. How cute is that? I need to redo that bow. But that is my sweet chocolate wrap. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.